So start singing while I'm waiting for this film to roll here. Okay, I'll assume this is started. This is Lee Solden. My lecture today is Learn Dutch. And my name is Lee Solden again. This is live at World Languages. And, okay, I guess it did start. Okay. So, today I'm going to go over some more material. I'm going to finish, and then I'm going to finish up. I started yesterday, I was going over my system. I didn't get to the third step read-throughs. Okay. So, with that said, got some new material, and actually this goes to the end of the audio. So, after the day, everything will be there for the whole 8 minutes, or 7 minutes and some seconds. There's some space at the end that there's no talking. So, okay. 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 It says, I'm not sure about this word here. It says, M. Ufent Merder Talen. Well, I think he's practicing. I think he's saying Ufent. He practices. He's an aim for him. I'm not sure. I gotta check to see if that's Dutch or West Flanders stuff. I don't know. Okay, M. Ufent Meerdere. That means multiple. Talen. But the last word was he met me. Okay, and I covered yesterday. So talking about me, Lee Solden. So he practices uh, multiple languages, uh, one of which is German. It says waaronder, where under. So, so among these, under can be below or among. So anyway, so among these, German, Talen, languages, uh, Meerdere. I should trill my R better. Meerdere. Okay. Multiple, oefent, practice. Okay. Dat is een van zijn favorite talen. Okay. Dat is, een, van, of, zijn, his, favorite, favorite, talen, languages. No, it's not one of. German's my favorite thing to teach. Okay, it just is. Okay, followed by Spanish, followed by French. I mean, love teach German above all because I know that one better than the other ones. Okay, moving along. Okay, so okay, aan de mensen te leren, for people to learn, and ook, and also zelf te oefenen, and myself to practice. I'm learning all these languages. I teach them. I'm still learning them. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I'm a beginner in Mandarin, Korean. I studied 5 years once upon a time. I forgot it all. So anyway, and I couldn't hear it back then. My system now lets me hear it. If I'd have done 5 years with my system, the time I spent on Korean, I'd be quite fluent in it. But I'm not because I forgot everything and kind of started over. And now I can hear it really good and I can teach it well. But I can't. I have no practice speaking it. So, okay, moving along. Okay. Van wat ik ooit versta. Well, van from what I means here, ooit. I believe in standard Dutch it's out, but he says ooit. So I don't know. Okay, we gotta look at that closer sometime about the pronunciation. We'll get someday. Anybody who calls me, I mean, get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger. Okay, I'll teach you Dutch, not just this guy speaking the West Flanders accent, which I think is a great way to start because you're learning something more than just standard Dutch. There's a lot of types of Dutch. You should get at least some education of what's out there. But if you stick with me, we're going to go over what any little difference between pronunciation from this West Flanders and standard Dutch. It's not that much, but there are things a little different. Okay, so anyway, ik eer uit versta. Well, versta, he's just pulling the N there again. It really should be an N there. Verstaan means understand. Okay, so from what he understands, that I taught people languages and I help people learn languages, and I was learning them myself. Okay, which is true. Okay, and we hebben das een deal gemaakt. Deal gemaakt. So, and we have thus made a deal. Deal gemaakt. Made. Okay. And Lee zal mij helpen. So Lee shall help me met Deutsch, German, to learn. Terwijl, while, that I, him, help met Nederlands. Okay, so I think that's the correct way to say him. By the way, I think the first word here I went over today, M. I think you just didn't say the H. I'm guessing. Okay, haven't talked about that particular point today. Okay, or more than. Okay, and in mijn geval is a case. It comes from the verb vallen, fall, to fall. Okay, so how things fall, the cases, right? Okay, whatever. In mijn geval, in my case, the het bijhorende accent, and in my case, the corresponding accent. So, in other words, he is helping me with Netherlands, and more particularly, also I'm getting help understanding his accent. Okay, because I'd been only listening to standard Dutch until I met Slash. Okay, West Vlaams. That's how he says West Flanders. West Vlaams. Op te pikken. Well, to pick up. That's what he's saying. Okay, so he's going to pick up his accent. Okay, so it says in de mate van het mogelijke, natuurlijk. Okay, in de mate, that means to the extent. I haven't broke that down. I will later on before I put it on the, attach it to the YouTube video in the comments. I'll make sure to figure out why indemata means to the extent. Okay, to the extent it possible, het it. Then I got this mogelijk, possible, natuurlijk. Naturally, he only helped me so much as possible. Is he insulting me there? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Thus we zedert dien. Zedert means since. Now I just learned that just for coming on here. So okay, zedert means since. This dien, he puts an N there. It's really D-I-E-D. Okay, it's the second time he used that in this video. So, and thus we, since this, are, zijn, That's the verb to be. Sein means to be. It doesn't get conjugated. It just stays sein for the we form. So sein with we, spelled W-E. Anyway, sein with. So we are echt zo dagelijks, says really daily. Exo is just really daily. And he's, in other words, he heightens it by saying zo and echt. They both mean kind of really or so much. But you put those two words together. So yeah, we don't miss many days, guys. It's pretty much daily. Okay, in the week, basic, busy, basically, met naar, okay, with naar elkaar. Well, naar means to or toward, and elkaar means each other. So to bellen, to call, bellen, bell, ring the bell, calling somebody, right? So bellen is how they say call, like call on telephone. So okay, so we're busy with toward each other to call. So we call each other through the week, every day, just about. And oefeningen te maken samen. Okay, so and practicing to make together. So basically, we're practicing. Samen means together. Maken is make. Te is two. And we got oefeningen, practicing. Okay. Okay, and persoonlijk zie ik okay, and personally, personally, zie ik means I see, zie ik. He sees, okay, zo'n beetje als een leerkracht. So he sees me a bit as a teacher, okay? Okay, zo'n, so a beetje, a little bit, als, as, a leerkracht. It's a teacher. He sees me a bit as a teacher. Because, omdat, hij heeft meer, he has more, heeft meer, ervaring is experience, and that comes from this, kind of comes from the German word fahren, which means to travel. Well, you travel, you gain experience, right? And it goes from there. In Dutch, it's var instead of fire, okay? But similar word to German. So it says, hij heeft is has. He has more, ervaring, experience, than me, in talen leren, in learning languages. Okay? So yeah, I've been doing this for 50 years myself, but okay. And I don't even count the first 50, by the way. I mean, I was doing that always conventionally, trying to learn out of textbooks. I was 9 years old. You'd find my nose in a German grammar book. And I never stopped that pattern until, well, really,